How do I stop this? Oh my god, guys. My computer broke for a second. Oh dear. Hi guys, it's Kate and I am so excited to be bringing you this video today. I feel like I say I'm excited about every single video, but I am. I love YouTube, I love crochet, and I love my small business. And if you don't already know me, I am Kate and I am the owner behind my Crochet Corner UK, which is my small crochet business where I attend in-person markets to sell plushies. I sell on Etsy, I create patterns, I make safety eyes, I do all the crochet things, I make YouTube videos, I pattern test. I'm currently pattern testing a very exciting project. Yeah, if you want to be part of my little place on the internet, my little community, then please do subscribe, because I'm really loving making content for you guys and I'm so excited about all the content that we have coming up. But today's video is an exciting one because I have a day off and I need something to do. And so I have been seeing all over the place the spin the wheel videos, where you spin the wheel, you get given a pattern, and that's the pattern you have to make. I have such long lists of patterns that I need to make that I have not made. And this is free patterns and paid for patterns. I have over 30 patterns that I have already bought and paid for that are sat in my folder of patterns to make that I haven't made. Over 30. Some of them are Christmassy, some of them are Halloweeny, some of them are like themed, so obviously probably not going to make them today, but like 30 other patterns that I have not made. And then I also have a list a mile long of free patterns that I haven't made, where I've saved them on Instagram, on YouTube, on blogs, like so many patterns that I just don't have time to make when I'm constantly making Etsy orders. But I am desperate to get a bit of my crochet mojo, and I want to make things that I want to make, and I want to update my Etsy and share more things. So I thought today we would put some of my patterns that I've paid for into a random spinner, and we would spin out about 5 of them and we would make them. Now, I have not put all 30 in here, mainly because there are huge patterns on there that I just know I'm not going to have time to make if I were to spin them in, and also because while I want to make all 30 of those patterns, there are some patterns that I want to make more, and therefore I would like to spin them in first, if that makes sense, and make them. So I have put 11 patterns, so about a third of the patterns in here, and we are going to spin 5 or 6 depending on the size of the patterns to make. We're probably not going to finish this video today. I might have to finish it next week when I have a free day, but we're going to get started. So the patterns that I've put in the spinner are an astronaut, barnyard animals, demi-gorgon, drift the octo, lamb snuggler, pajama bunny, pigasso, shelf goose, stack-a-moles, standing cow, and swing animals. So there's a mix of kind of slightly bigger items, slightly smaller items in here. But yeah, I am excited to spin this wheel. The stack-a-moles. Okay, this pattern has only just released, so I'm not sure which animal we're going to make. I think it depends how long they take to make. But there's like 16 we can choose from there. So we have got our 5, and we're going to cut to future Kate making these creatures. I'm excited! Okay guys, I have got my hash browns because it's 11 o'clock in the morning, so it's kind of breakfast time. And while I'm eating these, I want to just go through these patterns I've picked to check what we need for each of them. So I don't think any of them actually need like specialty safety eyes, which is kind of interesting. Hop. Oh, we need to pick an animal for the stack-a-moles. What are we gonna make? I kind of want to make a duck. A mallard. Let's make a mallard. Okay, I'm just gonna put this pattern test to the side. I'm so excited about this pattern test, guys. You have no no idea. I am going to go and gather up these colours. Let's go gather together. The duck also needs the yellow. He needs brown. Thinking that brown. He needs green. And I have this green, which will work, I think. Okay, I am going to start with the Stack'emals pattern. This Stack'emals pattern is a pattern by Lily Bean Stitches, and it's basically like these little animals that are all led down that can lie on top of each other, basically. We're going to make the mallard duck today. It's all made in one, so there's no sewing with this one, so it should be pretty quick. She's put front legs. Does she mean the wings? Okay, what I want to do is time myself while we're working through these to see how long they take. This one should be a short one, hopefully. So we're going to start with this brown. This is shade Chocolate, I think, from Woolens Bunny Baby. And I'm going to make both of the wings. Okay guys, my camera died while I was making, but we now have the 2 wings and the 2 feet. And that took me 21 minutes and 30 seconds, so about 20 minutes so far. We're now beginning the duck. We're basically just crocheting the whole duck now. So we start in yellow. This yellow is a Woolens yellow. I don't remember which colour it is because I don't have the band on it anymore. But it's just a little bit not as soft as some of them, so just a couple of the stitches are a little bit tricky to work into, but we're making it, we're doing it. Oh, right. So, I want you to tell me, guys, in the comments, what's something that's on your list of makes that you haven't made yet that you really want to? What is that 1 or 30 projects that you're like, oh, I just really want to be able to sit down and make that? Because I always notice, like, because I do crochet part-time, like, I actually don't have a job. I am a full-time trainee teacher. Like, I do not have the time in the day to be crocheting. I'm at school teaching all the time and doing my uni work. And so I only get to crochet in the evenings and on the weekends and in the school holidays. I'm very excited about next week because next week is half term. So we get to go full-time crochet for a week. But it's just like, for me, that's what means that I can't crochet all of these patterns I want to crochet, because I just don't have the time. Like, by the time I get home, there's an Etsy order to make, there's market prep to do. Can't close the magic ring. Like, there's all these things that mean that these projects that I really want to do have to completely take a back burner. Like, there are 16 Stack'emals. I would really like to make all of them. There's not time for me to make all of them right now. And so that is one thing I struggle with, like, balancing all these things I want to make and all my orders and my pattern tests and my pattern designing. Like, this is a lot. And so I feel like my whip list, or my 2-whip list, is forever gonna be really long, unfortunately. It does make me really look forward to the summer, because obviously the summer is an extended break for us as teachers, and so I feel like in the summer I become a full-time crocheter, and I love that. It's like my favourite thing is just working on my crochet all day, every day. So my plan is to obviously do as much as I can of these patterns today, and then I probably won't work on them again like this week. It's currently Wednesday, I don't even know if I said that. Probably won't work on them again this week, and then because I've got a pattern test that's quite a big test that's due on the weekend, and we only got it yesterday evening, so it's quite a fast turnaround, like 4 or 5 days. So yeah, I'm going to work on that this week and any Etsy orders that come in, and then next week is half term. So the start of the week I need to work on, I have some custom orders, not by Etsy, from some people I know. So I have some custom orders that I need to do at the start of next week. And then probably the second half of next week I will finish making these patterns and also make anything else I fancy making. Hopefully make a drift, the octopus, and a demigorgon, and some of the swinging animals. Those 3 are like high up on my list. So hopefully make some of them next week. Okie dokie. Can cut off the yellow. This green's much nicer. And I'm using my safety clip style stitch markers because I love the gummy bears, but they are a little bit difficult sometimes to get in and out quickly, and I want to bash out these as quickly as I can, you know, to get them all done. I don't think any of them are too big, she says. I feel like the lamb might take a little minute. I'm also debating if I want to put safety eyes in the lamb like the pattern calls for, or if I would like to... Where did that just go? Oh, I didn't restart my timer. We'll say 5 minutes, I guess. Let's use this stitch marker for now. Or if I would like to sew them on so it's more baby safe, I might sew them on like I do with my cow. If there are any videos you would like to see me do, then definitely let me know in the comments, because I of course want to make content that you guys want to see. We can definitely do another spin the wheel video because I've got a lot of patterns. We can also do it for free patterns as well that I have. But yeah, I have in the works in the future only crocheting like one thing for a day, because I know people like them. But yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna keep crocheting. I actually need to put my camera batteries on charge. I have 3 camera batteries, and the 3rd one is in the camera currently because I need charging again. Okay, I'm crocheting. Okay guys, the time is 1 hour 15, almost exact. It's 14:58. 1 hour 15. We have finished the ducky. He is really cute. And I definitely want to make the other animals, of course, but... And I love Lily Bean stitches so much. I think she's a brilliant pattern designer, brilliant creator. I really love her. And of course, she is from the UK, so sending all the UK love. But there were elements of this pattern that I found difficult. For example, and I did check multiple times, for this little ducky, at no point does she say to insert the eyes. At no point in this written pattern. And I nearly forgot to put the eyes in. And then I had to kind of just guess and eyeball it. And I think I've put them ever so slightly wrong. He's a little bit low. But he's cute. So she didn't mention the eyes and the legs. Once I went back to the start of the pattern, I realised that that was where it talked about how you attach these legs. But I didn't know that at the time. And so I spent quite a while desperately trying to work out how the legs worked. Once I did it, easy, simple. Pattern's beautiful. Pattern's great. I did have a few times when my stitches didn't match up quite with hers, but that may have just been my error because I am a bit tired today. But overall, a cute pattern, would make again and will be making other ones of these little animals. So we can tick off Stackimals from our wheel list. And I'm going to go and have some lunch. And then we're going to crack on with a different plushie. Spinning the wheel. Okay, we got the astronaut. I've got a cool idea for the colour scheme for this astronaut that I'm quite excited about. So for the astronaut, we want a dark grey. Oh, there's all my glitter. My dark grey. We want like this kind of purple. Don't know if you'll be able to guess it. I think that will actually be enough of that. We need white, which we'll need to grab another ball of. We need kind of like a green, a bright green. Maybe this green will be okay. We don't need much of it. Green. We need red. And we need like a navy blue, which I have over there. So we'll do that. Okay guys, thought we'd go for a tiny bit of a location change for you so that you don't get too bored. I have eaten my lunch, so I am ready to begin my next pattern. And I think I'm going to go for the astronaut next, which I'm really excited about. This astronaut pattern is by Orange Duck Creations. It's a really new pattern. It literally released like a week or so ago, I think. I saw someone not using this pattern, using a different pattern. I saw someone make a Buzz Lightyear astronaut. And I was like, that's what I want to make. So we're going to make Buzz Lightyear. So I'm just finding it. So the person who made the Buzz Lightyear is called Crochet by Beck. And you can see the little Buzz Lightyear here. And she was using the Oddball Crochet, I think it's a snuggler pattern, but obviously we're going to use this pattern by Orange Duck Creations. Let me show you it on here. I could just move you and show you, but here it is. This is the astronaut pattern we're going to use. So obviously I'm going to modify the colour changes to be what I need, obviously. But I think I've got all the colours here. Obviously, Buzz Lightyear normally, he has a like a clear head thing, and this pan doesn't do that. So I'm just going to use white, probably. I'm trying to decide, do I use white or the purple for Buzz Lightyear? And we're not going to put the little earpieces on because Buzz Lightyear does not have the little earpieces. And we are doing the head first. Maybe we should do purple because his head piece is purple. Okay, I might need a bit more than this then. I've got some over there. Let's begin. We're doing I forgot how much I dislike this yarn for starting. Magic ring. Six in a magic ring. And this one does have a little bit of sewing. And what I'm not sure is if I'm going to like do all the sewing today and actually finish it, or if I'm just going to make all the parts and then finish it another day. I'm not sure yet. Because I do kind of need to finish this pattern, like, I need to finish this kind of crochet for today at like 7ish, so that I can work on my pattern test. Okay. I'm going to crochet for a little bit.
You need to film them next time.
Yeah. Sit down. Yeah. Also, I noticed as well, like, we say.
Guys, 2 issues here. One, I've run out of good videos to watch on YouTube, so I'm going to have to go on Netflix, I think. I've not watched the start of Bridgerton, and I was waiting for the rest of the series, the season to come out, which I think is like next week.
How have they been?
Shush.
So I've been.
But now I'm like, do we just watch the 4 episodes? Because I know I'll enjoy it. Maybe we should. Also, I didn't start the timer, so I'm going to start the timer now. Let's just watch Bridgerton, I think. I say let's watch Bridgerton. I can't.
Dearest gentle reader, we have been apart.
I am pausing the timer at 50 minutes. We have made the head a lot bigger than I was anticipating when I started making this project. I don't know why, but I didn't think it was going to be this big. I've gone for the purple that Buzz Lightyear has around his head, but I've gone for a dark grey. Obviously, in the Disney film, Buzz Lightyear has like pale skin, but I just thought because the entire suit is going to be white, like that's a lot of light, and this is a bit more like an astronaut kind of front, and I'm going to put like a piece of white just for like shine vibes. It's not going to have a face, so it's giving Buzz Lightyear without being Buzz Lightyear, if you get me. So we've done the head. We're not making the ear pads because Buzz Lightyear doesn't have them. So we're going to make the arms, then the feet, and then make the body. So let's move on to the arms. I'm going to be using white and this like limey green to do the arms. I have another ball of white. We're starting with 6 in the magic ring. I haven't quite finished the first episode of Bridgerton yet. I'm partway through, but so far, brilliant. As always, I absolutely love Bridgerton. I think it's a really brilliant show. If I could just watch it all the time, I would. I also equally loved the spin-off, the Queen Charlotte series. I know not everyone else enjoyed that, but I really liked it. So, yeah, just merrily gonna make this part of Buzz Lightyear. I feel like I don't have much to say today. I just want to crochet. The duck is looking at me. I've still not watched Stranger Things, but the more and more I run out of programs to watch, the more and more I think I should watch Stranger Things. If you have any series suggestions for me, please leave them in the comments because I really need some good stuff to watch. I am bored of not having things to watch, you know? It's about 2:45, so we've still got a couple of hours to work on some stuff. I am quite tired, so I don't know if a nap might be on my cards. Just a brief one. If I'm going to have a nap, I will have it sooner rather than later. For literally like half an hour. Which might actually be good for my hands. I don't know, it depends how I feel. Maybe after I've done the arms and legs, I'll see how I'm feeling. Gosh, it's so rainy. Okay. I'm gonna continue crocheting, and I guess I'll join back with you maybe when I've got 2 arms and 2 legs. 2 arms and 2 legs. Okay guys, I do really need to get better at remembering to turn the timer on because I forgot again. So this says 1:15, which I think is when I finished the arms. It's 3:30, so, you know, take it that way you will. I've got 2 arms and 2 feet. I've put the green stripe on that Buzz Lightyear would have on his legs, even though they'll be kind of up and not as visible. So it looks like the body, we're just going to do fully in white because that's what Buzz Lightyear is. He's just in white. He doesn't have like a belly stripe or anything. Now, I can't tell. What is BTL? Back third loop. Third loop behind the stitch. I've not. Yeah, and a half double. Okay. Interesting. I'm going to be doing some back third loop action, I guess. I'm thinking that we can get this project done. 5, 6.
does that imagination come out in other ways?
Okay guys, so I have finished the astronaut's body, and I know I said I wasn't going to put any stripe on it like the pattern suggested, but then I had a look at a picture of Buzz Lightyear, and he does have that little black bit in the middle of his tummy that, like, I think helps him bend or something, I don't really know. So I thought, you know what, we'll put it on. So he's got his arms attached, and we need to put, where's his head? We need to attach his head and his little feet, and then he'll basically be done. So not too bad at all. We are going to finish him now. I restarted the timer when I was making the body, and it's now at just under 2 hours. Obviously we said I missed maybe like 15 minutes, so I think we're on 2 hours 15-ish. It's 4:20. So I'm going to position the head on the body, and we're gonna use my Ami sticks to keep it in place while we sew. And we're just gonna sew it in place. I think with white yarn makes the most sense because his body is white. So we're gonna go ahead and sew this in, and then sew on his feet, and then I will literally just put a couple stitches just up, I think they go up here, for his like Buzz Lightyear details. Really the only thing that needs to be like perfect on this sewing is that his face needs to be central. I'm using the stitches to sew so that we don't catch that front loop section. So I'm just gonna continue with this, and I guess I'll see you maybe when we're putting on the final details, which will be fun. Okay guys, I have sewn on the feet and the head, and I think he looks super cute, so we just need to put the finishing details on. So I'm actually going to use just a little bit of this blue yarn that I have over here for my pattern test. Hopefully this bit will not be the bit I'm missing at some point. We're just going to put the kind of light details from Buzz Lightyear's costume. This blue yarn is so fluffy. It's so fluffy! Okay. Then can't hide this. Great, there we go. Then a little bit of the same green that we used on the arms and legs. This here. I'm just doing like 2 passes with the yarn to see what Charlie thinks. I think it's cute because it's not very often that I make something that's like inspired by, you know, like this isn't Buzz Lightyear, it's not a Buzz Lightyear pattern. Oh, I've left the red over there. Need to go get it. Let me just grab it quick. Here we go. Bit of red. Yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, this isn't a Buzz Lightyear pattern. And like, it's not made to make Buzz Lightyear, it's made to make an astronaut, but I just think it's nice sometimes to take the kind of pattern and make something that gives a nod to an existing character, you know? And then last step, I just want to... So cute. I'm not showing you yet. I'm not showing you until he's actually finished, but that is adorable. I just want to add a little shine on his helmet. Just up here. Just a little something that says, look at me, you know? Are you ready, guys? Buzz Lightyear is finished. How cute is he? I am totally in love. I stopped the timer because it wasn't accurate, but I think this has taken me about 2.5 hours ish. It's about 5 PM. I am going to go and show him to Charlie. Okay, look.
Oh, that's cool. That's really cool.
Who is it?
Buzz Lightyear.
Yeah.
It's quite cool. Is it finished?
Yeah.
You made that in quite a fast time, didn't you?
About 2.5 hours.
That's quite cool.
Guys, I feel like we're on such a roll. Like, it's very rare, apart from when I'm like market prepping quite quick items, that I sit and make like multiple things in one day. So I'm feeling like this challenge is actually so much fun. I was a bit not into it this morning, I'm not gonna lie. Okay, so our astronaut is done, our stack-em-all duck is done. One more spin, but if it's small we might do another spin. What are we gonna get? Shelf goose is kind of large. Quite a big pattern, I think, but we've spun in the shelf goose. The goose needs white as well. Then it needs a yellow for its beak. Yellowy orange. Should we do that for its beak and its feet? Yeah. And then I want to do this blue, because I don't use it very often, for the little neck thing. I'm going to start the shelf goose because it's only got 2 sewn parts. And then I'm not sure if we're going to be able to finish him today, but we'll see. It's literally just hit 5 PM. So we're going to see how far we can get with this pattern. I don't know how long it takes to do. She's actually looks like hers is in blanket yarn. I'm just going to show you. This is a pattern by Crochet Grove, and it is this adorable goose pattern that is made so that it like looks off of a shelf. I think it's so clever and so cute. Yeah, so it looks like the body is 33 rounds, and then wings and feet are sewn on. So let's just see where we get to, I think. We're starting with the beak by the looks of things. Unfortunately, I am using that same yellow that I used for the mallard because it is the perfect yellow, but it is a tiny bit gross to work with, so at least it's only a few rounds. I am also loving Bridgerton. We're on episode 3. we're about halfway through episode 3, so we've only got like 1.5 episodes left, which you know is a bit sad, but it's okay. Oh my god, how have I got 22 emails? I bet half of them are spam. Okay, right, I'm getting started. I just like was checking my emails and then all of a sudden wasn't doing anything I was supposed to be doing. Right, I'm actually gonna try and time myself this time. I'm gonna get started. Guys, we've come on an adventure to the kitchen because I need to burn the edges of it. Babe? Oh. Where's the lighter?
The blue thing.
No, the lighter. Oh, it's here. Just gonna light the ends so that they don't fray. Okay, time to put the finishing touches on my goose. I didn't think I was going to finish it today, but it's not actually taken as long as I thought it would to make. This goes around the goose's neck. Ugh. This goes around the goose's neck. And just ties in a bow. So, I'm just gonna... Oh my goodness. So cute. Little goose. Are you ready, guys, for the reveal? Oh my god, you have to excuse the mess. This is what happens when I crochet all day. The goose is doing the shelf thing. Oh my god. Shut up. There is no way I've managed to do that. Oh my god, we have to get Charlie's reaction to this because I think he's going to think it's really cool. Yeah, open them.
Yeah, that's quite cool. Was he worth waiting for?
Yeah, look at it!
Yeah, it's really cool.
He's so cute. It just sits there like... so cute.
Ah, it's definitely really cool. Worth the wait, was it?
I love it. So cute.
Ah, that's really cool.
So guys, today, so this took me, I'll tell you because I left the timer on. Obviously not when I went downstairs. He took me 1 hour 47, so I don't think that's bad at all. I'm actually like really happy with that. So today it is currently just hit 7 o'clock and I said I would be stopping at 7 today. No matter where I got to at 7 o'clock today, I would stop and whatever was left I would do at some point next week to finish off this video. Today we have managed to make 3 full plushies and I'm so pleased. So they're actually here on my bed. We have managed to make the astronaut, which is inspired by, what's his name? Buzz Lightyear. We have made the Stackimals mallard duck, which is a lying down duck. And we have made the shelf goose that looks over the edge of the shelf. So 2 birds and an astronaut. I'm so pleased that I've been able to make these plushies today because I just, yeah, they probably wouldn't have been the ones from that. Obviously I picked 11 from the list of 30 that I really desperately wanted to make, like ASAP Rocky, and I probably wouldn't have chosen these 3 particularly. I probably wouldn't have chosen from that top 10 list first. I would have picked a couple of the others. So I'm really pleased that I spun the wheel and got these and have had the chance to make them, because they're really cute. I really love them. Was not expecting my astronaut to be quite so big, but I love him now he's finished. I am so excited to make more of the Stack-em-all patterns and to make more of the animals. And this goose, can I just say, this pattern is so clever. The way she made it is so incredible. The way she's written it is so well written. It is a brilliant pattern, absolutely amazing. And I just love it. So we'll definitely be making more of these shelf geese because I feel like these are going to sell well at markets. So yeah, I'm going to finish off here for today, and for you guys I will see you in just a second. For me, I think I'll see you next week. See you later. Hey guys, I'm going to admit right now, it's been a long time no vlog. I have been really busy and this video took a back seat. And I'm going to talk about it, but we need to get on to our next project, which is... what's it gonna be? A standing cow. The cow needs a light purple and a dark purple. And white, which we've already got. And like a light pink. Maybe like this, this colour. And a green. We'll use one of these greens that we've already got. The cow pattern that we spun on the wheel. Fruit Cows by Crochet Calls. And I decided that I am going to do the grape cow. I've got my colours. The green and the pink. I've got white. And then I've picked this dark purple for the grapes and the feet. And then I'm thinking this purple for the spots. I was considering this purple, but I think I prefer the darker one. We're going to make the spotted one, not the Highland one. Looks like, yeah, it looks like 4 legs are normal. And 1 leg has spot.
Huh?
Okay, so we don't need our dark purple right now. We don't need our pink and green. We just need our white and our light purple. We need a crochet hook. My custom My Crochet Corner UK 5mm clover crochet hook. And something very exciting that's coming to my Etsy soon, a new stitch marker. This is a prototype. So I've had, I'll just show you, I've had some some like attachments come. So these are the ones like the one I just showed you. And then these are like dangly flowers, they're really pretty. So I'm going to be actually offering stitch markers. I have way more pieces coming. Hopefully this week, so I'm going to start making some stitch markers and selling them. But I just made this one as a prototype. So we're going to use it today. And then I'm also going to be making Ami sticks as well, which I don't have with me right now because I've not got the stuff, they've not arrived yet to make. But I'm really excited that Ami sticks are on my cards. So yeah, definitely some super exciting things coming if you're a crocheter. Where have I been? As you guys all know, I started this year with the aim of uploading a video every 2 weeks, which would be like the equivalent of like 26 videos in the year, I think. And I was super excited about it. Like, I love YouTube and really excited about this part of my business. But as I'm sure you guys are aware, I'm doing this in the wrong colour. As I'm sure you guys are aware, editing takes a very long time. And unfortunately, like, with my full-time teacher training and basically being a full-time teacher and a uni student and running this small business, I hardly have any time, and therefore I just don't have the time to edit the YouTube videos. Like, I love filming them, but to edit them, it really does take a really long time. That I just don't have those hours available to me. If I never slept, maybe I would get more done. And so Edward, my younger brother, who is a brilliant editor, started this year editing my videos for me. He edited a couple of my videos, but unfortunately he is also really busy, and it just doesn't work. Our two timelines don't match up, and so the last video that should have gone out however many weeks ago now was never able to go out because Edward actually still hasn't been able to finish editing it. He's been working really hard, but it's just, yeah, like I said, it's not working. Anyway, my friend, my bestie Jenna, actually saw my plea for an editor and was like, I'll give it a go. And I could not be more grateful to her. I'm really excited because she's actually currently editing the video you would have seen before this video 2 weeks ago. It's the little will video, making a little will. So Jenna actually offered to edit my videos for me, and I'm so grateful to her. And she's also a brilliant editor. She also loves all things YouTube, TikTok, all those things. And so I'm really excited about it because I'm really glad that she's able to help me, and hopefully she'll get some enjoyment out of it as well. Got to wait and see if the Little World video killed her off. And if you don't see this video for months, that's because I was left to my own devices to edit it. But yeah, it's been tricky. It has not been a simple time. And I don't begrudge anyone. Like, I fully understand if it, like, I know it takes time because I don't have the time to do it. And I also don't have, like, I'm a small business, I don't have loads of money spare to be able to afford, like, editors. And so I'm really grateful to my friends and family for supporting me where they can and in the way they are. I haven't uploaded a video because I haven't been able to, but I'm hoping that this is the start of the videos coming back. And I think partially because of that, and also just because I've been busy with other things, I put this video that I'm currently filming now on a bit of a back burner, because I was like, well, it's not like I need to get it done to send off to be edited, and I've got these other things that I need to do, so I've just been working on them instead. So hopefully this is the revival, or hopefully last video was the revival of the channel. I am filming a video tomorrow, which will hopefully be the next video you'll see. So I'm not going to tell you what that is. I'm going to save that. But yeah, hopefully there are exciting videos afoot. I have been working on some exciting different projects while I've been gone and finding lots of patterns to make, and every time I make a pattern I find a new pattern to make. So yeah, I've been busy doing lots of things, but I'm glad to be back and finishing off this video and making my little cow. This is really cute, by the way this hoof is made. I think it's adorable. So I think my best bet is to just check back in when I've got 4 legs maybe, and we're starting the body. This one actually right now is gonna have, oh wait, I've done this in the wrong colour as well. The hoof is supposed to be in the really dark colour. It's only the spots that are in this light colour. Oh no, this is what happens when I'm chatting away. I screw up. I really want to swear right now, but no. Ooh, I'm so annoyed. Okay, I'm gonna go and I'm actually watching Young Sherlock on Amazon Prime. Came out the other day. So I'm gonna go ahead and watch Young Sherlock, and I will be back when I have 4 legs that are actually correct, because I cannot be trusted to talk and crochet the right thing at the right time. So I will see you in a bit. Should we see how long it takes you to make the 4 legs? It's currently 5:50, so 10 to 6. I'll be back when there are 4 legs. Okay, time is 20 past, so it's been half an hour and I have got all the little legs. There's one with the little spot and then there's just 3 without. And we are going on to the tummy, which is done in a chain stitch. I really like how, so far how those legs worked up. I like the way she's done it so the base is flat. I think that's really clever. Definitely if I make an animal or something, I design a pattern that has like that kind of shape or need, I'll definitely be using that as a technique. Then 2 single crochet through the spotted leg. Seems to be suggesting like this. One, 2, then I'm guessing there's not really a issue with where you join the others because there's no leg spot. It's moments like this where it's crazy to me that like not even a year ago patterns like this would have really confused me and wouldn't have come out looking like how they need to, and now I can just read the pattern like and be like, yeah, I feel comfortable doing that. It's feeling like it might come out smaller than I was expecting it to, but we'll see. It's gonna be really diddy, I think. Well, I'm gonna press play and then I'll be back when the body's done, I think, and when we're starting the head. It's just gone 7. It's 7:03. So it took about 40 minutes, I guess, to finish the body. So here is the little cow body. How cute is that? I don't actually know. What's the front? Ah, this is the front. So we've got the cow body. So it looks like the next bit is the head, and then we make the ears and the tail and then the grapes. I'm tired. So we're going to go on to the head. He's going to be like a cute little size. I'm actually really liking it. I thought it was actually going to come out bigger, and I'm glad it's not so far, because I think that these will sell for a good price, and so far it's taken about an hour to do this much. So should we put this bit here? You can't even really see it. Going on to the head, we are using the pink for the nose. Let's see where I get to in the next half an hour, I think, and then I'll probably stop this for today at an hour and a half, and because I'll need to go make dinner and chill in front of the telly. I could start the, is it the lamb, the other thing I've got to make? Yeah, I might start the lamb in front of the TV tonight. Maybe. We'll see. Okay. I'm gonna come back when the head is done, or when half an hour is up, whichever comes first. Okay, it's just gone 7:34, so a little bit past the time I said I was going to stop at, but I've just finished the head, and I'm going to actually just quickly do the face shaping now. I don't always do face shaping when I follow patterns. I don't always actually think it's necessary, but I think for this one it is. And I often leave it towards the end, but I think I'm going to do it now. So, yeah, it's going in here. Face shaping, if you're unfamiliar, is where you use a piece of string that's kind of inserted around the eyes of the plushie to create kind of like the eye socket indents, if you will, like how animals and people have. And they just give the face a little bit more shape, rather than like when you crochet it's just being a round ball. So yeah, I don't always do the face shaping details, because sometimes I don't actually think it's fully necessary, but do think this cow would benefit from a little bit of shape. Basically, you just insert from the same place, and then you pull, and it just like brings the eyes in a bit. Almost gives them a bit more of the effect of like how synchro eyes tend to look on a plushie. And then you basically just tie it and thread the ends in. It's very simple. So now the face just has like, it just gives it a little bit extra character that it didn't have before. This is gonna go like this on the cow. Looking cute. We will need to make the ears still, and I'm kind of like, should I just quickly make the ears now, maybe? Just so that they're done. Maybe let's just quickly make the ears, and then I'll finish. So the ears look just to be like 3 rounds. It's quite typical ear pattern. There's one little ear, and we'll just do one in white. So what I would love for you guys to let me know in the comments is what videos you would like to see from me. I am obviously looking forward to filming content, but there are times when I need help with those video ideas. So what would you guys like to see? I can tell you that I can tell you what ideas I've kind of got written down. So I have filmed a video, and it's actually the video that Edward was editing that's obviously not gone up yet. That's a designer pattern with me, taking you through kind of the designing process that I go through. And so at some point I will definitely share that video with you once it's edited. So yeah, I will definitely be sharing that with you at some point. I just don't know when it'll be yet. I've obviously got more crochet wheel videos that I can film because I've got so many patterns, and also free patterns that I've not made as well. I can do obviously crochet day in my life, week in my life. I know that people love those videos. When I get towards market prep, I can do market prep videos and like come to market with me, but obviously I'm not doing any of them at the moment because I'm so busy. So yeah, what videos do you want to be seeing, I guess, is my question to you guys. Because I'd like to get filming and generate those ideas for you. I know I said I wasn't telling you, but I think my next video is going to be only crocheting mini Pokemon for the day, or crocheting on mini Pokemon. I don't really know what it's going to be called and how I'm going to run it, but that's kind of the idea for that video. And then I don't fully have concrete ideas, so I might do just a spend the week with me kind of video. But definitely let me know what your thoughts are, and I will film them for you, because absolutely I want to do what you guys want. But yeah, so head, body and ears of the cow are done. I'm not going to continue with him today. Might be able to finish him tomorrow afternoon actually. I think I will, there's not much left on him. Might this evening start the lamb snuggler. If I do, I'll let you know. But I'll see ya either later or tomorrow. Guys, it is currently 1:40 AM. I should 100% be asleep like hours ago, but I did a thing and I didn't vlog. I went downstairs for my dinner and to watch TV this evening, and I took some yarn with me, and I made the little lamb snuggler. The lamb snuggler! How absolutely adorable is that? I think this pattern is so cute. It was so easy to follow. I really love it. Obviously, it's a snuggler, and on my snugglers I like to embroider my eyes so that they're completely like baby safe, because they're snugglers. So I still need to embroider the eyes. I'll probably do that tomorrow. But I feel guilty. Not that guilty, but I feel a little bit guilty because I didn't film me making this lamb. I will say, so the actual pattern worked up really quick. It was super easy. The hair, as with always, like this kind of hair on sheep, took its time and it hurt my hands with the blanket yarn. But I really love that this yarn, that this pattern does like this kind of loopy stitch rather than a bobble. I think it gives it a really nice kind of texture and more like lammy texture. I'm really glad that I went for the grey and the white. The yarn that I used, so the white is Yarn Smith Snug as a Bug. I love this blanket yarn. In the shade, it says 2A050. It's something like snow or white. It's just the white shade. And then the dark grey I used is the King Cole Warm and Toasty, which I also really love this blanket yarn. It just comes with a bit less in the pack, and this is shade silver. So the grey comes in 200 grams, and then the Yarn Smith Snug as a Bug comes in 300 grams. So I always try and get the Yarn Smiths where I can, but they don't always have the colours I want. So Warm and Toasty is a really nice one, and they work beautifully together. So yeah, I'm going to bed. We will finish off Lammy and the cow tomorrow. But I'm sorry I didn't film it, but isn't he adorable? Guys, I am back for what might be the final installment of this video. We are going to finish the lamb snuggler and the fruit cow, and then we will have made the 5 projects from the wheel spin. So I came on here very late last night, and I'm not feeling so good for it today. Really need to go to bed earlier tonight. I made the full lamb snuggler last night. Now I just wanted to get this pattern up so that I could tell you who it was by. It is a brilliant pattern. I know I said it last night, but absolutely highly recommend this pattern. So it's the Luna the Lamb pattern by Jenny Loopy Doo. It is beautiful. I saw it on Instagram. I knew immediately that I wanted to get it. It is so well written. The only part I had to kind of do my own thing on was the hair. It tells you how to do the hair, but I just, at least the way I read the instructions, it ended up leaving a gap here just between the ears and also just underneath the ears. So I just added an extra set of ruffle just between the ears. I don't know if I read that bit of the pattern wrong, and actually I was supposed to do that anyway, but I didn't see that bit, so that was the only time I had to go rogue. Everything matched up. Obviously sometimes you have to adjust things because of tension. On this pattern I didn't have to change anything because of tension. It was all perfect. So yeah, I am super happy with it. I will 100% be making more of these little lambs because I think it's just gorgeous. But it's time to add the eyes. And like I said last night, when I do snugglers, I like to embroider the eyes to make it completely baby safe. I do that with my cows. I've made one duck pattern, and I actually didn't do that when I did the duck, but when I go back and make more ducks, I will be making them with the safety eyes, and also the same with the unicorns I make. So we've got to pick where it's going to go. I'm thinking about here. So I'm actually going to, I think, put 2 stitch markers in just so that I can kind of see the placement. Kind of there. Ish. Okay, so I'm definitely no pro when it comes to safety, to embroidery eyes. I just kind of do my own thing. I watched like a tutorial once when I first did embroidery eyes on my cow, and since then I just kind of have remembered how to do it, I guess. And obviously they look different to how a safety eye looks. I don't think anyone expects them to look the same, and there are, like, on lots of plushies I think, like, I don't like embroidery eyes, but I do think for snugglers, like, I think it's important that if this is being given to a child to snuggle, that the eyes are reflective of that. So basically I just use this thick black yarn to create multiple passes over the same point and kind of get the eye base how I'm happy with it. And then from there, I kind of add the white that I think makes it look better. But obviously I've not made this one before, so. And I do put them normally on a slight diagonal slant. I just think that looks best. There are so many tutorials on YouTube for how to do embroidered eyes, like beautiful embroidered eyes. So I'm not about to be that person, because I just wing it. I'm just living my little life. I am excited to finish this project and like get it photographed and up on my Etsy, because I think people will like this lamb, especially like because it's kind of spring, coming up to spring. Can you believe it's already March? Where did the time go? As you're seeing this, I don't even know when it is. Okay, and then my white has gone for a wander. Then I take my white yarn. This is the base I'm currently working with. So I've placed the eyes where I want them. And look, come up close. I've like done some passes. And then with the white, I'm going to be putting like a bit of white at the top to add shine, and then white around the eye. I'm literally just doing a mini version of what I do on my cows, basically. So I tend to do 3 or 4 passes with the white to get that bit of the eye how I want it, and then like that. Like I said, they're never gonna be realistic. They're made of yarn. But yeah, I just like adding the white bit. I think it just adds a bit more. I'm actually like getting into my snuggler era. I'm trying to add some other snugglers to my kind of repertoire, my list of kind of patterns that I make, because I think they're so cute, and yeah, I just love how they look. So I am trying to kind of use more snuggler patterns. And then I just like to add like almost a, I guess it's like an eyelid or an eyelash effect with the black. This is why I've not cut it off yet. There we go. Cute little eyes on my little plushie. So I'm gonna tie this off. And then I literally said the other day that I barely do face shaping, but I actually think this one would benefit from some face shaping. So to do face shaping on this kind of plushie with the safety eyes, I'm gonna like run my yarn underneath the eye, you know. Can confirm, do not like that. Looks angry. And it's not really created the shaping I wanted it to, so just trying to get it out without upsetting the eyes too much. I think they're okay how they are actually. And then the final step is just the little nose, and I'm going to do that with a thinner black yarn. So I use the thick black yarn to kind of get the eyes on there quite quickly. But I'm going to use this thinner black just to do the nose piece, which I'm just going to see, she must mention it in the pattern. I do have to admit that embroidery work is the stuff I find the hardest on crochet, and it's still the stuff I'm kind of learning how to do. Like that. Oh, cute. Sometimes you have to like look at it from far away because you get too like into it and you're just like, am I seeing this correctly anymore? Sometimes with my embroidery, things like this, like face details, I need somebody else to look at it to tell me if it's okay. Like when I first started doing the cows, my mum used to check that they were even for me. Okay, we have finished our little sheep snuggler. How cute. Oh, I think it's really cute. The pattern does suggest like tacking the feet up, but I like them dangling like that. Cute with its little tail. Okay, so 4th plushie is fully finished. Time to finish our grape cow and then we'll be all done with this video. We've got his body, his head and his 2 ears. So we've done the head and the ears. We need to make the tail. Oh, and then it's the grapes in assembly. Brilliant. The tail says to use the spots colour for the tip of the tail and then the normal white for the rest of the tail. But I think I'm actually going to use the grape colour just to bring it in back there, which is that slightly darker purple, isn't it? I have got Katie from the Celestial Homebody loaded up on my laptop. I literally wait for these videos every week. So I'm gonna go and make these parts, I think, and then we're gonna assemble and finish off. Okay guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, I didn't film the grapes because they were a mission. Now, the first time I made it, forgot to colour change for the green, for the leaves. And then she has the top bit of the grape like made and then you sew it on. I am avoiding sewing at all costs, so I crocheted it directly on. But here's my finished grapes. I think they look grape-like. So I think we're ready for some assembly. So I'm actually going to put the head on first. I'm excited, guys. Plus, I'm like desperate to go and play on my Switch because I'm a Switch kid now, guys, and I want to play my Hogwarts game. I always feel so evil stabbing up my plushies. I'm actually so excited to get Amy sticks and have their little things coming off the top of here. Okay, let's sew him on. I just want to say, I am really proud of my stitch work on this plushie. It's really neat and like even. So good job, Kate. Clearly had good tension going on yesterday. And can I just say, if you have never used Amy sticks before, you 100% need to get some. Before I used to just kind of eyeball it and like where I was going to put my plushies, and they used to come out wonky. Like, it's so difficult even with Amy sticks to get things completely straight. It does just look so awful when you have the Amy sticks sticking out of your project. The ears I'm actually going to sew on. I don't often sew with chenille yarn, but I am today. Always make sure to knot when you're like sewing things. Like, please don't just sew them and then let them be, because they will fall out eventually, especially if people are rough with them. So I always sew into a different place to where the actual sewing is happening, and then I knot and then I pull the yarn through to another place again. I think I might start a unicorn snuggler tonight when Charlie and I watch TV later. I am going to use the Amy sticks just to position the grapes. So what I've done is left a shorter tail in the middle, put the grape on, and then I've left a longer tail to sew. That might be Charlie back now. I thought maybe it hadn't run out of charge, but it turns out it had and it cut me off again. The Grape Cow. I think it's so cute. The horns are absolutely adorable. The little ears, the patches, the little tail. So cute. I did just go in with white and just sew any gaps that were between the legs. And there were just a couple gaps from where it was connected into the body. I think this is such a good little size. Like, how cute is this? I want to make an army of all of the different fruit cows. I think this is so cute. So, I think it's time. When Charlie's back, we'll show him them as well. But I think it's time that we see all of the patterns we made together. All 5 of the Spin the Wheel patterns. So, I can't remember what order we made them in. I think we made this one first. This is our Stack-A-Moles pattern. We made the mallard duck. Super cute. I'm actually excited. I'm going to make some more of these in the other kinds. But we made the mallard duck. Then I think we made this astronaut, which we turned into Buzz Lightyear, which I am obsessed with. Like, I absolutely love how this came out. I would definitely make another one. Then we made the shelf goose. Again, such a clever pattern. I will 100% be making more of these with different neckties. So cute, and it looks so cute on my shelf. I kind of don't want to sell it, and I think it'll sell really well at markets. Last night I made this lamb snuggler, which I think is super cute, so cuddly. And then I've just finished the Grape Cow, which also looks really cute. So yeah, I am super pleased with all of these patterns. I wonder if I can like get in it. I cannot believe we've made them. Obviously, like I said at the start of the video, whenever that was, weeks ago, these patterns were patterns that I bought like over like months ago and have been waiting to make, and so I'm really glad that we spun the wheel to make those patterns, because yeah, it just encouraged me to finally make them all, and I'm so excited that now I have made them, I'm absolutely ready to make more of them, and in different kinds as well. So I will definitely be filming another Spin the Wheel video in the future, because I think it's a really good way for me to make some new things, and it was fun. But yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments what you have been crocheting and if you've made any of these patterns and what you think of them. And also let me know any video suggestions you have down below in the comments. I would love to know so that I can make the content that you want to see. And if you haven't already, please thumbs up the video because it really helps me out, and subscribe if you haven't so that you don't miss any more videos, especially if I take a hiatus again and can't upload. Then you'll know when I next upload. But thank you so much for watching, and I hope I will see you next time. Bye!